My name is Anthony with Purpose with Purpose. Today I'm talking to you about researching job opportunities. Before I get into researching job opportunities, I want you to understand what the employer does when they're researching their potential employees. They're doing an extensive background check on you. They may look at your social media page, they're looking at your credit, they're looking at your criminal history if you had any criminal activities on your background. They're looking at your work history, work employment. So they're really looking into you, and some things may not even be relevant to your job, but the fact that they're looking into these things. And so I say that to say this: make sure you're doing your due diligence looking into the employer. One of the things I don't want to happen to you, and for those people that are listening, that if you've been laid off or been let go, wrongful termination, or just furloughed, or just downsized, I know how hard that is to recuperate from that and to recover. So what I want to make sure that you're not going to put yourself in that same situation again. I want to make sure that you are aware of all the hard things that you have faced, that you experienced, and that you're being mindful of those things with this new job search. So I say all that to say, research your potential employer before you apply to any position with them. Research to make sure that they're even worth taking the time to submit an application or resume. You can research them by looking at reviews. There are such job sites. A great one is to look at is LinkedIn. You can go on LinkedIn, they'll rate them. You can also see what employees are saying about their potential employer or prospective employer or current employer. You can also go on glassdoor.com. You can also go on indeed.com. They'll give you opportunities to see what the employer, current and former employees say about that employer. And so that is good information. But I also would say take it with a grain of salt. A lot of times what happens is you may have employees that got fired for poor performances. There's a lot of different factors why they will let go. And so their comments may reflect a biased opinion of that employer. So take it with a grain of salt as you read negative reviews, just to make sure that it makes sense, that it's plausible. But the other thing is look at what the good reviews are saying. Which is it more good versus bad, or if it's more bad than good? Be mindful of those things. Look at their social media. What is Facebook? What is Instagram? What is, are people mocking them on TikTok? Are there bad, interaction with their employees on TikTok? What's going on? Make sure that you're aware of relevant information that will have an influence on your decision of whether or not to apply with this company. The other thing is looking at the company's website, going on their investor relations page. Are they financially sound? If their stock prices plummeted, if they understand whether or not they're publicly traded or they're privately held company. That is important information to know, because if it's private, you won't have a lot of information and insight into the type of financial reporting that they're doing and if they're profitable or not. You can kind of see some things being an employee, but certain roles, you're limited to the amount of information that you receive. So it's very important to know that. The other thing is look at the executive management team. Look into them. Look on Facebook. Look at their social media. See what they've done. Look. Sometimes you can see on LinkedIn. You can see their resume. See their body of experience. You can't go from being a janitor to a CEO overnight. And if that's the case for this company, you might want to back away from that one. But just be mindful. Do your due diligence. Look at those things that are on the company website. Look at what press releases they're putting out in the media. If they're good things, if they're talking about exploring bankruptcy and downsizing and all those type of things, know before you apply, so that way it will prevent you from wasting your time. And then the other part of this is for professional networks. Know people in the industry. Again, LinkedIn is probably one of the better websites that you can go to connect with people that work there and ask them their opinion. It's nothing wrong with asking for an informational interview with them and just say, hey, I don't want to take 5 to 10 minutes of your time. I'm prospectively looking to apply for this company, and I just want to get your input. Is this a good company to work for? Know those things. Also know the size of the company. Fortune 500, Fortune 1000, or lower. Do you want to work with a big company, or do you look for smaller companies? Know those things and research those companies to know what you're getting yourself into. But I often say research them like they will research you before you apply, so that way you're not going to waste your time and be in a bad situation where you could potentially be getting a hiring freeze in the middle of your hiring process. So be mindful, research the employer, look for reviews, and see what the media and what society says about them before you apply. I hope this information helps. My name again is Anthony with Preparation with Purpose. You can visit my website at preparationwithpurpose.com for more additional information. I offer free consultations. I offer other services that you can explore on my website. Again, preparationwithpurpose.com. I hope this video helps you. Thank you. Take care.